Good morning. Yours truly, Professor Dr. Dolphy Gilpin. And this morning I'm here with the pulmonary system, or part of the respiratory system, focusing on the lungs. And here we are in this top diagram with the mouth, the pharynx and the larynx. The epiglottics would be somewhere in the mouth here, at the back of the mouth. Epiglottics, pharynx, larynx. Then we have the left lungs upper lobe, and the left lungs lower lobe, and the mid lungs left lobe. The cardiac notch showing the heart. This is the cardiac notch. Somewhere here you have the mediastinum. This will be the right lungs. Actually showing bilateral symmetry in approximation. Left lungs, the diaphragm, and here we have the rib cage shown there. So we have the right lungs upper lobe, the right lungs mid lobe, and the right lungs lower lobe. Approximate bilateral symmetry. Over here we have the same thing with the trachea, the bronchi, the bronchioles, alveoli, the middle lobe. Here's the alveoli here, the left lobe. And the right lobe, middle lobe, and right upper lobe. The same thing on all the diagrams. You have the cardiac notch, the lobular secondary bronchioles, segmental tertiary bronchioles, and inferior lobe. The cardiac notch, somewhere there, the right inferior lobe, right superior lobe, and the right middle lobe. This is the lungs, part of the pulmonary system. And we say the lungs is a vital organ of the respiratory system, responsible for gas exchange. It enters through the trachea, then into the bronchi, bronchioles, and finally the alveoli, where oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged. Over here in this bigger diagram, you have the bronchus, and it subdivided into the bronchioles. This will be the primary bronchus, secondary bronchus, the tertiary bronchus, and so on. And to the last, you have the bronchioles. That's similar like when you have the heart, the veins, the capillary, the arteries. The capillaries would be that finest structure of transport in the transport system. And so the bronchioles would be the final, and next to the alveoli, where gases are exchanged there. Gases are exchanged in the alveoli, then we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So that's just the basic of the lungs, major part of the respiratory system, the pulmonary system. Let's give a more magnified diagram here. Take a look at the magnified diagrams here. And I tell all my students to do their own drawing, so that as they're drawing, they will be acquainted with the components of whatever system they are drawing, that would more stick in their brain. If you just take it from the internet, then you're likely not to have it so imprinted in your brain. But if you draw it yourself, then as you draw, you'll be actually helping your memory system. And so all these drawing I did for, as example, I've drawn it freehand. And I encourage my students to do the same. And after you have drawn it and it's acquainted to all the components, then you could go ahead and just use the internet. Because nowadays the internet has supplement and has people no longer buy books, they just run straight to the internet and they have everything on the internet.